In this video I will go through the basics of how a breadboard works and show you how to wire the circuit here. So basically the breadboard, on the way left here we have the plus and the minus, the red and the blue, which vertically are connected in one long node, and same with the blue. And on the inside here with the A, B, C, D, horizontally those are connected, but they don't cross the gap here, so this is a whole different one. Here they're also connected horizontally for these sources, and that's basically it for a breadboard. But to wire the circuit, we'll start with 5 volts. Don't have a battery, so we'll show you how to do that on a lab view, which is right click on your block diagram, input, DAC assistant, place it there. It'll ask you acquire or generate, and we are generating a voltage for our circuit, which is 5 volts. We'll use our analog output voltage, and here it gives you where on the breadboard it'll come out. So we'll select A0, which is right here. So I'll just put a wire in there real quick. And that's where our 5 volts are going to come out. And we'll select it, finish, change this to one sample on demand, and hit OK. Now we have to create a control, number control, there, wire them together, and whatever we set here will be coming through our breadboard. Set it to 5 volts. Now back to now we have our power source. You have to wire it now. So if you have the output, you're going to need a ground also, which is directly below it. So I'll just put the ground there and put the source. It doesn't matter if you put it in the positive or negative side, but they label it for simplicity so you can keep track. So I'm just going to follow what they do. It doesn't matter where. I'll put this one, I'll put it right here. I'll put it right beside it. There. We have our 5 volts going in here and our ground there with nothing. So we'll start with a simple wire. We will have to put it in the power. So I have 5 volts. And doesn't matter, let's do row 15 because it's simple. So now I have all of row 15 here has 5 volts. And in our circuit here, so we have this node figured out. That's where that red wire is. So we have to have 2 series in parallel. Well, I'll start with the left side, the 3.3 kilo ohms right here. And I have to put it in the same row as our power is coming in at that 15. And the other part doesn't matter. I'll put it right here just because it reaches nice. So now we got to put the other part of our series, which is the 4.7 kilo ohms. It has to be, for it to be in series, it has to be in the same row as the other one. Doesn't matter. I could choose any one of these, but I'll just go with this one here. Keep it simple. And I'll put in 30 because I can. Now that's our full left side, our left branch is complete. Now to make it parallel, we have to connect another one to that top node, which is our red wire again, which is row 15 over here. So we have our 1 kilo ohm, put it in row 15. Now it's in parallel. But now when I put the other one in, it does matter. I can't put it in that same row as the other one. So I'll make a new row, put it right there. Next one down. And now the last one we have for our series is the 15 kilo ohm, and that's in series with the 1. So I have to make sure it's in the same row as the 1, and when the it has to go into the same row as the 4.7, because they're going to be grounded to the same ground. They're the same. That's the bottom. This row 30 here is the bottom node here, and now I have to connect that to our negative end of our power source. So put a wire in there, and anywhere in the blue column, so there. And that is our circuit.
There's 5 volts coming out of that.
Prove the 5 volts coming out of from the computer. I'll just take these 2 wires out, and well, I'll have to run this.
So we have 5 volts set up in LabVIEW to come out for this circuit.
Our multimeter, volts, good there, everything's set up, and we'll hit run. And I'll touch these 2 wires, power and the ground. We have 5 volts, 4.9, close enough.
Perfect.
If you
So that's it. That's how the breadboard works, and that's also how you can actually wire a circuit. Just a simple circuit, and we'll actually use this for future videos coming up.